This is my little demo or review of the Peavey Valve King 100 watt. Just overall, it's a very, very loud head. To play here in my apartment, which isn't very big, on the lead channel, the volume, I have turned practically all the way down because it is loud. Even on this crappy little line 6 4x12 cab here. I've already turned it on a couple minutes ago to let the tubes warm up. Kind of maybe see them glowing back there. Those are, I believe, the preamp tubes, or the power tubes, the 6L6s, I believe. The cool thing that I like about this guy here, put my lamp on top so we can get some light here, is aside from the basic outs that you have, your outputs, and your loop, which is on the front, you switch between the ohms. And right here, this texture knob, I'll try and get in here for you to see. I have it in the middle right now. You can turn it all the way to the right. Class AB, which is full power. It gives the full 100 watts to the tubes. It is loud. When I play in my apartment here, I usually have it turned halfway or more towards down. So I'll put it about halfway for now. I don't want to blow the windows out or wake up the neighbors. Like I said, I have it plugged into this line 6 cabinet here. I believe you can buy a pedal, an actual Peavey Valve King pedal for, I'm not sure about the prices, anywhere between 30 and 50 bucks at Guitar Center or Sam Ash, something like that. Currently I have this little cheap $15 Vox foot stomp box here. And these are the settings that I have right now. I'm still messing around with. I got it only about 2 weeks ago. I traded it for I had a Randall RG150 head, solid state. I didn't like it very much. Old school one had a bunch of knobs here to adjust your equalizer settings, which was neat, but I think I got a hell of a deal. The guy wanted to straight trade me, and I looked it up. This is worth at least $100 to $200 more than the head I had, so I got a fucking sick deal. Score! You got your effects out and return, master reverb. This is your lead channel. It's got 2 buttons here. One when you're on lead, boost the volume a little bit when you're in full power, and boost the gain. I have the gain boost on because I have the power turned down. Your overall gain, and then here's your clean channel settings here, as well as 2 inputs, which I guess in theory you can plug 2 guitars in, and on the back for the outs you can have one going into one cabinet and say have guitar 2 going into another cabinet. I suppose I haven't tried it yet though. Your channel select here, again, these are the settings that I have. I like it on the crunchier channels. I play harder rock, metal, like Lamb of God, Static Lullaby, that sort of thing. The tube should be warmed up, so flick standby on. And if I can get this set up right, I will show you what she sounds like. Let's see if we can get her. Now I have it pretty close here to the amp, so it might not sound the greatest. A little bit of distortion through my shitty phone speaker. And I'll give you a walkthrough on here. Volume up a little bit. Okay. Use the stomp box. This is hitting number 1. I'm still not sure how 2 pedals or 2 buttons here switches between 3 channels. I'm still working on that. That's clean, or semi-clean. That's clean there. Turn your clean volume up. Okay, here's. Had a loose wire. Okay. Here's your clean. You wanted to play some chords. Sorry. I don't remember exactly how that goes. Here is pressing the number 2 button on my pedal. It's not working. So we will switch manually here to... Oh! As you can see, that was with the volume not even to 1, about halfway. Clean. 1. There would be your lead channel. You know, this gets a lot louder. Like I said, I just have to tap the volume here. That's all of that I know. But, so you have a Metallica song here on the lead channel. And that is right now with bass turned practically all the way up. Middle is here, treble you can see for the lead channel. Switch between, I got them a little bit mixed up as far as switching between the channels here. But it is a great amp. It is very loud here, loud enough for my apartment. That's where the volume is, between 0 and 10. It's halfway to 1, if that. I played at open mic night last week at the bar, and decent sized bar. I have the video on there. You can check it out. Me jamming some Lamb of God Redneck, or trying to sing and play some Static Lullaby. And there, the volume was, it was about right there, just at the 2, maybe a little bit more like that, and that was rocking the bar out hardcore. I stood in front of it a couple of times here, about 6-7 feet away, and I could feel the bass, the power coming out of this cabinet, even though it's not that great. This head complements it very well. There's a lot of channels, settings that you can mess with. You can definitely get anything from a heavy metal, Lamb of God sound, to I'm sure more classic like AC/DC Zeppelin sort of sound on it. Overall, great head. I don't know exactly what they go for. Like I was saying earlier, I traded it. That trade was that Marshall head. I got this cabinet and this cheap old Squier Affinity Series guitar. I paid $325 for it. I got a great deal for everything so far, especially when you consider I straight traded that head for this Peavey Valve King, which is awesome. Just a word of advice though, when you do play, make sure your power's on first. If you're going to play a show, you know, you could just, if you gig with it, power on, give the, tubes a couple minutes to warm up, go outside, smoke a cigarette, and then flip your standby on. You hear it kick in. I love this little thing. I'm still messing around with it, and anybody that's thinking about buying one, I highly recommend it. I do know they're in the lower end of the price spectrum, or the price range for heads. As far as Peavey goes, this thing is solid. It is pretty heavy. It weighs probably 35-40 pounds. So if you're a skinny guy like me, maybe 2 hands just to be safe. But they're very solid. They're hard to break. I've stored it in my trunk a couple of times, driving to band practice or just to take it to the bar to jam out on open mic, and I've not had a problem with it. So hope you guys enjoy, and like I said earlier, if you are thinking about getting one of these, I highly recommend it. I love it, and I'm sure you will too.